Hang on. Ta-da! Right, kids, can you just come back but get a course of file, please?
Why do you want me to file it with a coarser file?
Because it needs to be. Are you going to make it? Yes, sharp.
Yes, I'm gonna. Yes. But the thing is, if I start
But
filing,
how are you going to achieve? Oh, you've not filled. I see. Right. So do you want to swap the file then? Where do you want this?
I don't need that till I've.
Do you want to send the file to? Do you need me to keep it safe?
Just put it. Oh, go on then. You keep it
I'll
safe.
keep it safe.
I can't file this lateral length, this free edge length, because I've not filled it yet. It's too unstable, you see.
Okay. I know all this, really. Do you need the file that's in the skull pot? Oh, no. Do you need that one?
Yeah.
Just look after my skin though, because you know what happens if it gets caught. You'll be all cross and moody.
Me? Moody? No, never. Never.
You'll be all Grumpelstiltskin.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever done some beautiful nails
and then accidentally cut the client?
And then you come to the last finger and you maybe intentionally, yeah, if it's fake. You come to the last finger and you cut them and you're like, not because you feel sorry for the client, but because you know it's going to ruin your picture.
Sensitive, heartless woman.
I'm not heartless because I care about the picture.
I went to a new slimming group tonight to weigh in.
Yeah.
And there was a number of people who commented on my nails and about how they'd weigh heavier on the scales and.
No, I think you know that they weigh a couple of pounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, take the nails off and be like, oh, slimmer of the week.
Yeah, I mean, some people, because we've never seen them before, were just like, how do you do anything with them? They are beautiful. But how do you do anything with them nails? I just do it the same as everybody else, but you just adapt.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think you have nowhere near as long nails as you used to.
I can't though, can I really? I do. I mean, there's adapting and then there's not being able to do stuff.
And if you couldn't do my nails, I'd have to snip them all off.
Yeah.
Snip.
You won't go to the chop shop?
No, I mean, snip all your nails off so that you can do mine.
Oh, right. So if my nails were too long
and you couldn't do
and
my
I couldn't
nails,
do your nails,
you'd have to snip them all off.
You just cut them off.
Snip.
So what I'm going to do now is wipe over with some gel residue wipe off solution, just to take off any of the excess dust, get them all nice and clean. I'm filling with high speed. If you've never used high speed before and you want to try it while you're doing a fill, because you do smaller beads and you're going to be more in control of everything. So we're going to dehydrate. Oh, my voice. Bit in feathers, think I need another brew. And then we're going to prime. What I like to do is I'll do my pink first, because I don't want to contaminate any glitter all over the desk. So I'm going to do the pink first. So we're going to fill this one, and the thumb. Tilt the finger down when you're filling. Get it nice and neat around that cuticle area. Faye likes a really big apex, as you might have known. You might have gathered that one from the other video where she's going, is that high enough? Is that high enough? Sorry, is that how you spoke?
Some people agreed with Faye. Some people didn't.
The majority. agreed with me, I think.
Yeah, the thing is, if you did it that high to start with, every time you come to do a fill, it would get higher, wouldn't it?
Mm.
And as you come so often.
Unfortunately. Sorry, did I speak out loud?
Okay, Kirsty, I won't be offended.
You don't care as long as I do your nails anyway.
No, I don't know. No.
You can say whatever you want.
Well, that's why you do my nails, because not everybody's as anal about structure. And structures for me is the most important. Yeah, it's lovely if you can put all the diamantes and Swarovski and crystals and embellishments on, but I'd rather have an amazing structure.
It's all about the structure.
It is all about the structure. It is.
Because you can't polish a
Correct.
You may be able to add bling on it,
Mm,
but it ain't never going to look right.
no.
Not if it started out.
Well, no, it isn't, is it? But not everybody's got the eye for detail, have they? So, and some people won't be bothered about structure because some people will just want embellished and with stones and diamantes on.
Mm-hmm. Now I've wazzed this one out quite a lot because I wasn't happy with it. So I wanted to take away a lot of the product because I wasn't happy with how it was. So now we're going to fill all of this in.
So how... questions. That's further than I've ever seen you do an infill, really. Obviously, you've taken a lot off. How much of that is still on her natural nail?
Well, everything that you can see.
Yeah, I understand that, but like, how long is the natural nail underneath?
Oh, underneath.
Mm.
So your natural nail comes to about here.
Right. So really what you're now doing is you're bonding the rest of the natural nail.
Yeah, so it's kind of acting like a tip.
Yeah, rather than removing the entire nail and putting sculpting a brand new nail.
And so that makes it just as strong, though. It is still very strong.
Because this part that I'm doing now adds to strengthen the adhesion.
Mm. But what I mean is, like, you're just kind of button up to, and then you will go across that other bit, that join between the older nail, the older acrylic, and the newer acrylic is going to be absolutely like solid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because it's only the same as.
That's one thing that I've always wondered about.
What if you like doing? I don't know if you trying to think what old brick against new brick, and what's the stuff in between it?
Cement.
There's cement on this old cement. It's still.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
If it wasn't a braise, if everything was still shiny, you'd struggle then.
Right. But as long as you're cutting into it.
Mhm. I'm going to add a little bit of glitter.
A little bit.
If you want to know what the glitters are called, check down in the description box, because I tell you what, I've not got all day to tell you. Because there's that many.
Stop putting the same ones then. Don't use some of these.
Give us some of them. This one. I think I've got my favourites, maybe.
I'll stop using your favourites. Use some of my favourites.
Songs.
Isn't that one open?
Yeah, but it's got enough glitter on the top for what I want. Maybe sure. Because all I'm doing is putting a little tiny bit up that side.
We're just going to try and get 50 glitters in.
You can also add too much glitter with your sort of ratios and everything like that. If you have too much glitter into the mix, it's going to make it brittle. So I'm making sure I'm putting this on really thin. And I will encapsulate that.
You've done that one nicer than that.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Well, I'm sorry.
We'll have to redo it. Can't just leave it like that.
How's it? How's it nice? It's the same glitters.
Yeah, but you've Look at it properly.
I've not even put the acrylic on top of that yet. It'll look diminished. It's just because it's shiny. It's just shiny, Faye.
No, it isn't. Look there.
I haven't filed
Your
that, though, have I?
eyes.
Yeah. With my eyes. Not my nose. However, it does look nice, doesn't it? Bang, bang. I'm just going to move these out of the way because
If she knocks them over, they'll have complete meltdown.
Yes.
Yeah, but you were going for something completely different next time, won't you? You won't even be having any of them.
No, I won't.
Okay, I'm going to get all the glitters out.
Excellent.
All the glitters. All the glitters. Every single one.
Come on.
Just for this tiny little space here.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you've just blown it out the top with your nostrils. In a temper. Concentrate, concentrate.
That red one doesn't look like we used it before.
It was Take On Me Pink.
That looks much redder.
No, it's Take On Me Pink. But we did have a Take On Me Pink Mylar and some...
Oh, right, so it...
I thought you were over it.
So it that instead of the Mylar.
You said you were over
I
it.
knew
No.
it looked different, though.
No,
No, we had that anyway.
no, I don't think that one was in.
Definitely wasn't.
No, the mini glitter wasn't. And I don't think that was.
That was.
That was
Because it's
definitely-
in your
chunky
nails, I can
was,
see it.
That one
with
I
my
don't
eyes.
think is. Can we remove that one? Because I do think that looks a bit too red. You're right, Adam. But I think it's just because they're very tiny. But we don't want it in anyway because I don't think it was in.
Okay. That's fine. One less. I'm fine with that.
Where are you putting this in, can I add?
There. That's why I said I'll get them all out. That's what I mean. I don't have to use them all.
I still think that's a little bit too brassy.
This.
Yeah. Do you agree? Are they the same, by the way?
Oh my God, don't tip it up.
Is that glitter dust?
No, that's fine.
Super,
That.
super fine.
Super fine. That's
Yeah,
super
but
fine.
if that's not
Super
open,
fine.
I'll...
Just.
Oh, it is open, sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Like I haven't got enough glitter everywhere. Oh my God, you put it in the pots. Oh my God, Faye.
It isn't.
There was 4 particles in there. Right. God, I can't even put my arm anywhere. There's that much. Oh
You've
my
got
God.
that one as well.
Oh, for God's sakes. It's the same as the others. It looks the same.
Oh, that's mine.
Mine. You ever seen Finding Nemo?
Yeah, the seagulls love it. Mine. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. No, it doesn't. They're all slightly different.
I don't think that Tickle Me Pink is correct. Like,
It's.
Cheers.
Adam, don't you start. I have enough with it. But I'm going to lay down a very, very thin layer of True Pink, which is a transparent pink. And then we're going to touch. Left it behind. So we'll put them on. And then we'll go round again.
Beautiful that is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are you happy?
That we've got.
what kind of feeling does it give you inside?
Oh, have my nails done? Oh, I love it. Little warm feeling.
Warm fuzzy feeling. Then we're going to use True Pink. Pop that on to encapsulate. So we're kind of sandwiching the acrylic between the 2 layers of acrylic. to add a little bit of clear for height to shut Faye up. Yeah, the client gets what she wants. Client's always right, apparently.
I really think if it wasn't for my input at times and me moaning at you, I don't think I'd get the same quality nails. I just wouldn't. I just know. Without me helping you, talking you through what you need to do.
Do you think that's right? Yeah.
There's no gap there.
Oh my God, there's no gap there. I've filled it in. I know you're
Fussy.
going to be going.
Inspecting them. I know. That's how I inspect them, literally like that.
Yeah.
Each individual nail.
With that face
I've
as well.
even rang you up the day after and gone, no, you're going to have to sort this nail out for me because I don't know what you've done, but...
We were clearly talking too much.
Well...
Now, I'm going to do the same with this one now. So a little bit of true pink.
Can you try and get a bit more glitter in that one like you've done with that one? Yeah, a bit of everyone. Don't go crazy. Just take your time. Well, it's
There's
anyone's
too much there.
race. Look, see, I just told you picked up too many, you were rushing.
Wish I could rush.
Can't rush perfection.
It's too much. It's got to be thin.
I can't believe you just picked that one speck up off there.
I know, I just needed it then.
But don't pick that up.
Why?
Pick it up out of the pot.
It was in the pot a minute ago. It's just on the tissue. Can't is that classed as a shanky?
Yeah. You can't
Shanker.
Shanky, yeah.
Phase terminology for things. If I'm coming to the bottom of a pot of anything, just don't want to use it. Open a brand new one.
Oh well.
Somebody else can have that shanky.
It's not like drinking the bottom of your tea or something like that.
Why would you not drink the bottom of your tea?
No, what if you've got little bits of tea out of the bag or something at the bottom and then you swallow it or something and then...
Oh my
Tea
God,
tree
what's
falls
it going to
See,
do?
can you imagine?
What is it going to do to you? Will it kill you?
You could have tea bags in your belly growing. Look, see, that one's better. It just is. I just know it. Beautiful. I am impressed.
Are you impressed? You happy?
Yes, extremely. Still think we could have gone for a bit more glitter around there, but we won't dwell on it. Why are you putting all the lids on when we've got sculpted 2 other nails?
Because I want to file these first because I want to finish this video.
Oh, right, but don't get any dust, any acrylic dust in the glitters. So the sensible thing to do is...
Put the lids on. Hello, exactly. So I am sensible sometimes.